Chip Kelly trades his team of guys in green winged helmets for some other guys in green winged helmets, as the news broke Wednesday morning that Coach Kelly would be the next head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles and would be leaving the Oregon program, despite saying on January 8th that he would be staying in Eugene for the 2012 season. What's up, everybody? It's Takimoto. Very surprising news out of Oregon football. We kind of thought we were done with this whole business, but as it turns out, after Chip Kelly's announcement to stay, he was recontacted by Eagles general manager Howie Roseman. One of the big things that Chip Kelly wanted in a head coaching job was the ability to have say with personnel as far as signings, draft picks, that kind of thing, to have that sort of full program control. And from what it sounds like, he's built a connection with Howie Roseman and has, developed that comfort and is comfortable enough to take the job and to go work with the Eagles. This was the job that most Duck fans were worried about once the season hit. This is I think it's the best of all the jobs available this season. And if Coach Kelly was going to leave for a job, it was going to be the Eagles. The news really only surprising because it comes after the announcement that he was going to stay. If this was 10 days ago and we were talking about Chip Kelly going to the Eagles, I don't think a lot of people would have been surprised at all. Athletic Director Rob Mullins held a press conference Wednesday night in which he talked about the next steps. The athletic department will be interviewing multiple candidates for the head coaching job, but the odds-on favorite to be the next head coach at Oregon is current offensive coordinator Mark Helfrich. One of the things that kept Chip Kelly in Eugene instead of going to take the Tampa Bay Buccaneers job following the 2011 season was that there was no guarantee that Helfrich would succeed Kelly as the head coach. Clearly, the athletic department needs to go through the process of interviewing candidates, making sure they've got the right guy. But I've got to think, barring some crazy circumstance, that Mark Helfrich will be the next head coach and will be looking for a new offensive coordinator. The current and most pressing task at hand for the coaching staff is to maintain recruits, maintain our verbal commits, and keep pushing till the end. Once the announcement came out that Chip Kelly was staying, we heard from a lot of recruiting outlets that Oregon would be a big player come signing day. Due to the coaching stability, Chip Kelly's pedigree, etc. Now the coaching staff has to do some damage control. Tyree and Tyrell Robinson have already reopened their recruiting, and I would not expect them to be the only ones to reopen their recruiting. And so it's up to the coaching staff to assure recruits that their role on the team and their place in the program will not change despite a change at the top in terms of head coach. Running back recruit Dontre Wilson has maintained his verbal commitment to Oregon. Running back Thomas Tyner, who reportedly was in a meeting with running backs coach Gary Campbell at the time of Chip Kelly's announcement. He seems to still be in the Oregon camp. I think there was a little bit of hesitation on the part of Tyner's father via a quote today. But it sounds like Tyner is still pretty solidly with Oregon. A couple other recruits came out, said they were still committed to Oregon, but as far as recruiting is concerned, this is wide open, and it's going to be take a really good effort from the coaching staff, John Neal, Don Pelham, Gary Campbell, and others, and especially Mark Helfrich, if he is the next head coach, to really try and keep the recruits that we've got, because we're working on a very solid class this year. And it's going to be important for not just next season's team, but down the road to continue to recruit well. So stay tuned to addictedtoquack.com for all the latest updates regarding the Chip Kelly situation and the head coaching search. Chip, it's been a wonderful ride. 4 straight BCS Bowls, only 7 losses in 4 years, 3 Pac-10, Pac-12 titles. Coach Kelly's taken this program to places that even 5 or 10 years ago, if you asked an Oregon fan, they wouldn't believe it. So personally, I wish Coach Kelly the best at the next level, and Oregon football will continue to be very, very good and be a power in the Pac-12 for years to come because of what he's built. For addictedtoquack.com, this is Takimoto. Go Ducks.